I'm back with another live podcast. This one with poems from my latest book. It's Just a Phase. I sometimes say my new book, but it hasn't been new in a while. But it is titled It's Just a Phase, and it's available from walnutstreetpublishing.com. The title poem, To a Luna Moth, to match the cover image. How strange you appear to my eye, with powdered wings to bear you aloft, to heights that I will never reach. Mouthless, you left eating behind, with that caterpillar skin you shed. Do you feel the pangs of hunger? Those feathery antennae direct your life. They detect the scent of a female a mile or more away, and off you go. You live a few brief days to leave your legacy of caterpillars. So alien, so beautiful, so human. All right. The most popular poem in the book thus far, it turns out, is titled A Chattanooga Lookout. The Lookouts got their first shot at fame, a New York Yankees exhibition game. They signed Jackie Mitchell, a publicity stunt, but she pitched like a pro, not some sorry runt. The starter gave up a hit and a double. They sent Jackie in to heal this trouble. She struck out Babe Ruth, the third up to bat. She struck out Lou Gehrig. Imagine that. Lazara, she walked, put a third man on base. The manager pulled her just to save face. The commissioner said that she had to go. Should women play baseball? He just said no. But Jackie played on in House of David fame. That barnstorming team won many a game. The men all wore beards and long hair to boot. She donned a fake beard, thought it was a hoot. At age 17, she established her name, and now she's remembered in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Now, the next one I have for you, which is the second poem in the book, appeared in the Tennessee Voices anthology from the Poetry Society of Tennessee in the 2023 edition. Villanelle for the didgeridoo. We all should try the didgeridoo. With practice, I'm sure I could learn how to play. It would make me happy. How about you? With that honking noise, the birds all flew. The upstairs neighbors have moved away. We all should try the didgeridoo. Uninvited guests are suddenly few. Those who arrived have promised to pray. It would make me happy. How about you? New friends say they love it for true. They sit and listen with never a fray. We all should try the didgeridoo. With time, my musical repertoire grew. I charmed a small dog, the neighborhood stray. It would make me happy. How about you? Broken, I quickly repaired it with glue. I'd love to say more, but I just cannot stay. We all should try the didgeridoo. It would make me happy. How about you? I wrote a few poems during that first year of COVID, and so this next one is from then. It's titled Advice in Time of Plague. Do not abandon all hope, ye who enter here, nor let the weight of current events crush your soul. Mourn what is lost, but not too long. Crush the hurdle of despair and the dark thoughts lurking there. Pitch a tent near cool mountain streams. Lay spoil to grim demeanor and resurrect hope. Revel in the comedy of a fence lizard's display. Delight in wild violets and trout lilies. Never forget you are called to live. This next one is titled Mike. With an internal rhyme scheme, he told of a dream of California haze and his surfer days, perhaps spent in a daze after Vietnam. I wondered about that shark tattoo outlined in blue. Through the water it flew as it sat on his arm to protect him from harm. It failed in the end. When COVID struck, he was out of luck. No one passed the buck. The doctors tried, but on a ventilator he died in a hospital room. They folded the flag and gave a salute with 21 guns and a bugle to boot. On federal land he made his last stand. With hope, I say, we'll meet again some day in a land far away. We may toast him with cheers, if heaven allows beer, and here a few poems. Mike is also known as the Poet Laureate of East Ridge. This one's called Family. It was published in the Mildred Hahn Review, which is a publication of Appalachian literature. One grandma died young. At age 12, Mama became her nurse. She helped the lady of the house to the porch so she could sew in the sun. Her father called her our little nurse. Each morning she packed her daddy's lunch, an unasked question on her lips, the day he dropped a pistol into the lunchbox. The miners were on strike. He walked the picket line, wary of company goons. Don't let anyone in the house. Those company men are tricky. He once said that a man walked up to him in the mine, conversed for a few minutes, and faded into the wall. Another grandma succumbed to madness when her husband abandoned her with all those kids. The orphanage kindly welcomed Papa. Two maiden aunts took him in so he could go to high school. Now I've gone and done it. I've dropped my guard and wonder how much I should let you see through my disguise. Perhaps I will let in just a little light. We may have been poor, but we owned land. The garden fed us all summer. Mason jars of beans, tomatoes, and corn fed us most of the winter, supplemented with rabbit and pheasant from the old man's game pouch. Trips to the store were occasional for grits, coffee, sugar, and bacon. Mama's hens provided eggs until the zoning commissioner said they had to go. Some nights I slept in my tent. Daytime, I read in its shade. My companion, a hounding dog. My companion, a hound dog. Sorry. Barely grown from a pup. I named her Babe after Paul Bunyan's Blue Ox. I read every story I could about that legend of a man. His frying pan was so big 2 lumberjacks skated across its surface with slabs of bacon strapped to their feet. When Babe the Blue Ox stopped for a drink, the round river ran dry. Before I left fundamentalism behind, they dunked me in the water 3 times. Once for the Father, once for the Son, and once for the Holy Ghost. I emerged primarily unchanged. And now I have 2 improbable poems for you. Improbable because I thought they'd never see publication. The first one I sent to a publication in Nashville that had not published any of my work, and I just said, I'll write a crazy poem, craziest as that I could come up with, and see what they think of that. And they published it. Salvador Dali meets Gertrude Stein. Nebulous, nebulae, 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 nebulous. Navigate nebulous nebulae. Oversee the weather, cloudy and serene. Serene sirens negotiate nebulous nebulae with squad cars of intergalactic police as we negotiate a tapestry of weather symbols and barrel staves in water inhabited by golden goldfish and copper piranhas. Copper copcar piranhas eat us out of house and home, house and home, house, home. Pardon me. There's more. Ascend, cirrus, cloud, cirrus stairs. Find no piranhas here, but chum for sharks. Catch any sharks? Chum? Chum. For tiger, burning bright. Tiger sharks pursue us on this journey with no destination to love. But the question itself of who ate the last shark steak in the refrigerator. Shark, steak, shark. Man-eating shark has a steak in this tail and a tail to tell it with, like Ferlinghetti's dog. If indeed it is the shark that eats the man and not the man eating the shark's steak, the SOB took the last one. Gnash your teeth, you sharkless humans and humorless sharks. Gnash, teeth, gnash, human teeth, gnash. On shark flesh irony. This other one was pulled out of the book by Humanities Tennessee when they did a review for it on their Chapter 16 newsletter. And this is the one poem I would never have thought they would have selected, but it's titled Slime Mold. A pulsing blob of gelatin wriggled across my path. Amoeba-like, it crept along the forest floor. Scoop it into a glass, pour it out like water. Plant or animal, resolve the enigma of its existence. It slipped into a wormhole at the base of a tree to climb upward. I slipped into a wormhole and crossed the galaxy. Let others puzzle out the mystery of my voyage. I grin, remembering the journey. Well, I stumbled a few times, my apologies, but I enjoyed doing this somewhat public reading. Thank you so much. See you next time.